Story Island, Story Island, Story Island, come inside. Story Island, Story Island, magic stories come alive. Story Island, where every tale begins to shine. Story Island, it's folk tale time.
Story Island!
Stanley had always been curious about the true character of his company's staff. As the young billionaire CEO of a thriving firm in Lagos, he had built his empire from the ground up. But lately, he wondered if his team valued hard work or simply the glitter of success. To find out, he devised a plan. He would hide his true identity and work as an entry-level employee, blending in with the rest. Dressed in worn-out clothes and sporting a modest haircut, Stanley joined the ranks incognito. His transformation was so complete that no one suspected the suave billionaire was among them. Instead of the confident CEO they were used to hearing about, they saw a quiet, unassuming man who did his job diligently. One afternoon in the break room, he overheard sneers.
See that one?
Sandra snickered, nudging Whitney.
Looking like a rejected apprentice. Who hired him, Seth?
Whitney giggled, sipping her soda.
Maybe HR is hiring anyone these days.
Stanley kept his head down, silently observing. Amid the mockery, one person stood out. Sarah, a warm-hearted and hard-working staff member. Sarah always believed in giving her best, regardless of the situation. She caught the tail end of their jeering and frowned.
Hey!
Sarah said, stepping between Stanley and the gossipers, her voice firm.
It costs nothing to be kind. Maybe instead of laughing, you should help.
Sandra rolled her eyes dramatically.
I beg, Sarah. We're just catching cruise.
Sarah turned to Stanley and smiled warmly.
Don't mind them. You are doing great. If you need anything, just ask, okay?
Thank you.
Stanley replied quietly, feeling a genuine warmth he hadn't expected. Over time, a genuine friendship blossomed between them, built on mutual respect and shared dedication to excellence. In the same department, Sandra and Whitney continued their charade. One afternoon, they lounged in their cubicles, scrolling through Instagram.
Forget work.
Whitney whispered, laughing.
I swear, if that cute guy blow on small money now, I go just marry him sharp.
I beg, leave am for me.
Sandra teased.
I get better strategy. Smile small, dress sexy. Plus, men can't resist fine girls.
They both giggled, conspiratorially, completely ignoring their workload. Weeks passed, and the office buzzed with anticipation when an unexpected memo arrived.
Did you see the announcement?
Sarah asked Stanley, eyes wide.
5 million naira and a new car. Imagine.
Stanley smiled slightly.
Yeah, imagine.
He said, hiding the fact that he had written the memo himself. Sandra and Whitney, on the other hand, were already planning.
Babe,
Whitney said, reapplying lipstick at her desk.
this is our chance, so time to package ourselves well.
No, darling.
Sandra agreed.
That car and money must be ours.
The day of reckoning arrived. Employees gathered in the grand conference room, eyes fixed on the entrance as the CEO was expected to appear. The doors opened, and in walked Stanley, not the humble worker they knew, but the charismatic, powerful CEO. A stunned silence fell over the room.
Wait. What?
Sandra gasped, clutching Whitney's arm.
It's that?
Whitney stammered, her face draining of color. Stanley stepped forward, his voice calm but firm.
For the past few weeks, I have walked among you, not as your CEO, but as a fellow staff member.
He said.
I came to see the true heart of this company.
Murmurs rippled across the room. Stanley continued, his tone sharpening.
Some of you showed real commitment and kindness, even to someone you thought had nothing. Others chose mockery, laziness, and deceit.
He turned his gaze towards Sandra and Whitney, who shrank in their seats.
Effective immediately, Sandra and Whitney, your services are no longer needed in this organization.
Gasps filled the room as security politely escorted them out. When the time came to announce the reward, Stanley smiled warmly.
One person showed compassion, dedication, and true excellence.
He said.
Sarah, please come forward.
Sarah, trembling slightly, stood up amid thunderous applause. As she walked to the front, Stanley met her with a proud smile.
You didn't know who I was,
Stanley said, handing her the keys to the car and a check.
Yet, you treated me with dignity. For that, you embody the spirit of this company and of real success.
Tears welled in Sarah's eyes.
Oh, thank you, sir.
She said, her voice breaking.
I was just doing what I believed was right.
Stanley looked at her, his voice softer now.
That's exactly why you deserve so much more.
As the days turned into weeks, Stanley and Sarah's friendship deepened into love. One evening, under a quiet Lagos sunset, Stanley turned to her.
Sarah, you didn't just save my company,
he said, taking her hand.
You showed me the kind of person I want to spend the rest of my life with.
Tears of joy shone in her eyes.
Oh, yes, Stanley.
She whispered, her voice trembling with emotion.
I feel the same way.
They married in a beautiful celebration filled with laughter, music, and heartfelt speeches. A perfect symbol of authenticity, hard work, and love triumphing over superficial charm. In the end, Stanley's experiment taught everyone a vital lesson. True wealth lies not in titles or appearances, but in character and integrity.
Story Island, where African tales come alive. Like, subscribe, and share with your friends and family. See you in the next episode.